Hello everybody, my name is Patricia. I am a first generation Beatles fan and you're watching this channel that's called A Little Beatles Corner. Today's video is going to be about showing you the Beatles shopping items that I acquired in 2024 of this past month, September. So as I look around at what I'm going to show you today, I'm awful surprised about how much I wind up acquiring every month when I kind of don't really mean to, but it just sort of happens by magic. So anyway, I hope you'll enjoy what I'm going to show you, and if you have any comments or criticisms, feel free to let me know. Okay, now before I get started, I got some shout outs I have to do. Now the first one is Frank at Mr. Sticker Mania. He actually gave me a poster, which I'll try to show you. It's a Hard Day's Night poster. And actually it's 20 years old already, which I think is pretty phenomenal. Now that was a gift from Frank, which I didn't expect, and I really appreciate it, Frank. You're just such a great person and so nice, so thank you. And then I have another present that I got from my YouTube friend. We're friends now. We started out as YouTube buddies. And she sent me this book. Good Day, Sunshine State. And it's about the Beatles going to Miami in 1964. And it puts together a lot of little stories about people who interfaced with the Beatles during that time, whether it was the airline stewardess or like the Cassius Clay thing and what happened there, the security people, the people who were in charge of security, the main guy, and you know how they went to his house, and you know the life in the pool photograph story, how that all transpired. It's really a great book with some interesting stories that you've never heard before. So anyway, I'm in the middle of this and I do thank Polly very much for that. Now some other shout outs I have to do. First is Rachel at Rachel's Ghost, as always. She's the one that got me started on this trajectory of doing videos. So anyway, thank you to Rachel. I want to thank, let's see, Uncle Paul's Beatles and Pop Playhouse, Ron Martin, who's such a vinyl guru, Paul George, Billy Byron, who is from Oklahoma City, for his thoughtful comments, Mark Williams, who told me a little story about a hard day's night as a little boy, Belle from London, I want to say hello to her, Mr. Turtle, who got a Hard Day's Night album from an antique store. A person by the name of Gab, Axeman Spins, who's got a YouTube channel of that title. And Martin McGrath, who I found out is from Belfast, which is so cool. And Tim Wanak, who has 6 copies of A Hard Day's Night, so I don't feel like I'm abnormal now. And last but not least for this month is Amin Ahmed for such nice comments in the comments section of the last video. So I want to thank everybody who is participating in this in any way, whether you're commenting or not, watching it, I appreciate it. Subscribing, I appreciate it. We're still growing, and it's such a nice group of people, so thank you all very much. Okay, so I'm going to get started on what I purchased for the month of September 2024. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a couple books that I got. Now, I went to a flea market recently, and I got this paperback book. It's the Alan Williams story about the Beatles, which I never read, and I don't have a copy, so I thought for $3, that's a good thing to get. And then I got a book that seems a little scandalous. It's called Sex, Drugs, Music, Meditation, What Next? The Beatles, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. So I'll put this on my reading list at some point. So that was also $3. And then the last book that I bought, which is a book I've been looking for, is The Quarrymen by Hunter Davies. And this book usually goes for quite a bit of money when you can find it, actually, because I guess it's out of print. but I got it for like $22 or something, so I was really happy to get it, and that's going to be the next book that I actually start reading after I'm through with the book that Polly gave me. Okay, so now the next thing I bought was 2 Christmas ornaments. Now I put up a Christmas tree every year, and I actually don't have any Beatles ornaments, so I ran into these on eBay, and I thought they were so cute. So this is the first one. It's like a Beatles jukebox thing. All the titles on top are Beatles songs, so I think it's pretty cool. And it's like a 3D glass, mercury glass kind of thing. So that's the first one. And then the second one, the same person had it because it was a Hard Day's Night. I thought, oh, I might as well, I have to get it. So it's like a British taxi in blue with the Hard Day's Night stuff on there. So those are my 2 ornaments for the for the year. And so I paid here it is. Looking for my thing. I paid, for the taxi, I paid $14.05, and for the jukebox, I paid $17.94. All right. So now the next thing I'm going to show you, I think, are going to be records. So the first thing I bought was a purple, this is $145 I bought this month, a purple Capitol. The Inner Light on one side and Lady Madonna on the other. Mint condition, $8 is pretty good price. These purple Capitols, even though they're the newest that were produced by Capitol, you know, the most recent, I should say, they're going for more money now, like everything else is. So $8 was a really good price for that. So I got that. Now I got some albums this month. Now, when I did the Hard Day's Night video last time, I actually had acquired 3 of those albums that I did in the video during the month of September. I was really lucky because I've been looking for these records forever, and I don't know, they all just came in right on my lap, like, so to speak, like out of thin air, which is pretty interesting. So the first one is the Sunrise, one of the Sunrises. There's 4 different Sunrise labels, and I have 2 of them. This is one of the 2, and I got a really fabulous price on this. This is mint, $30 from eBay, and you can't buy this record for $30. I don't know why he sold it for $30, but you know, it's from 1977 and 1979. And it also has the Sunrise inner sleeve in there, which I didn't show you, sorry. So that was a fabulous deal for that. And then the next Hard Day's Night album I got that I showed last time was, this one's from Perry Cox. This is the orange and pink label. I'll show you real quick. I paid $90 for this record. Oh, I had to bid on it. You know, Perry Cox, you always have to bid. I paid $90 for it, plus by the time it was all over, I paid $112.20, so anyway, it's a rare record, kind of rare record, so, and it's in mint condition. When you buy from Perry Cox, you know you're going to get what he describes as far as vinyl goes, so he charges a lot, or they won't wind up costing you a lot because of the bidders, but what can you do? And then the last one I got that I showed last time was the Rainbow Capitol. And for the Rainbow Capitol, what did I pay? I paid $40, and I bought it at a record store. the mint condition. So that was a good price for this, I think. So those are the 3 Hard Day's Night ones that I bought. Now I also got one Japanese flag because I am collecting them, and I got Let It Be. Number 13, and it's on the Apple label. It's got all the inserts in there and everything, but I know everybody's seen them before 1,000 times, so I won't bother getting them out. So that's also in mint condition, and for that I paid $58, which was a good price. And this was off of eBay also. And then the last vinyl album that I bought for the month is Help, George Martin. The record was $51, and then with everything I paid $67.09 to bring it home. And I believe it's a mono copy. I'm pretty sure it's the UK. It's from UK. Although it has a Columbia label, so I don't know. I have to check into that. It's not like a Parlophone or anything. It's in mint condition. I was really happy to get this because I am collecting George Martin, you know, Beatle-related George Martin's records. So, and I still need the American version of this, but they're hard to get at a cheap price or cheaper price. All right, so now moving on. Ever since Record Store came out last year with those stupid 3-inch records, I have wanted one, and I wanted She Loves You particularly because it's like one of my favorite singles, if not the most favorite single. So I finally got it. And then I also got, what's this one? I Saw Her Standing There. Now, I don't have a record player for this, and I didn't want one. I just wanted, you know, one of the 3-inch records just for novelty. So I actually paid $17.50 for each one, which was pretty much, I think, the going rate at the time Record Store Day sold them. And then, you know, I had to pay tax and shipping and everything, so I had to pay $25.30 for each of those 2 records. So anyway, my 3-inch record quest for getting them is complete now, because as long as I have one or so, that's enough for me. So, all right. So now I'm going to move on to the CDs that I bought. Yeah. So this first one I got, I paid $30 on eBay, and to me this was a fabulous bargain. This is Denny Lane, autographed, and he's singing all Beatles songs, and it's really a great CD, actually. He sings Band on the Run, Mo Love Kintyre, Blackbird, Deliver Your Children, Listen to What the Man Said, Silly Love Songs, Picasso's Last Words, and I think he does 1 or 2 of his own, you know, Go Now, it might be back in there, I forgot now. I listened to it a little while ago. So $30 I thought was great for an autographed CD record. Now, as far as CDs go, I bought 2 of the Japanese SHM CDs that Paul has put out. There's 5 of them. I've got 2 of them right now. I'll probably wind up getting the rest of them, knowing me. And here's the other one I bought. Red Rose Speedway and Ram so far. Now, I know some people don't think that buying Japanese CDs are, I don't know, worth doing or whatever, but I seem to think that there's a little bit of a sound difference. To me, a lot of them seem like a little cleaner and maybe a little crisper or whatever. So if I can find them and they're not horribly expensive and it fits in my budget at the time, I'll go ahead and, you know, try to get them. So I'm sure I'm going to go back and get the rest of those before they're gone, you know, because they're out right now. Now, because of that, I thought I'd show you real fast before we stop for today the Japanese SHM CDs that I have in my little collection. It's growing, but it's a little collection. So the first one I'm going to show you is the red album. And then, of course, I got the blue album. This is the remastered stuff that just came out. It's not an older copy. This is the one, the brand new one. So, and then I have a Revolver SHM. I have a Sgt. Pepper SHM. And that's all for the Beatles. Now I have some solo stuff, mostly McCartney. I have Egypt Station. Then there's New SHM. This is McCartney 1, 2, 3. That's SHM. I'm Driving Rain SHM. That's one of my favorite McCartney albums, to tell you the truth. Then I have McCartney Flowers in the Dirt. I don't think this is SHM, but it's like a 2-disc thing. It's got 2 discs in there. Flowers in the Dirt. And then I've got a John Lennon, Give Me Some Truth SHM. And back to Beatles, I have an Abbey Road SHM. And I've got the Now and Then single. That's SHM, Japanese. I actually sent to Japan for this when it came out because I really wanted to have it in an SHM. So that's my SHM Japanese CD collection, and that's everything that I purchased for the month of September 2024. I thank you for watching. I hope you come back. I hope you give me comments and we get to know each other better. And I appreciate you all. Good health to everybody. And Beatles forever.